What if an old woman living alone in the forest comes face to face with a wild lion? But instead of becoming its prey, she becomes its best friend. This incredible story will warm your heart and prove that kindness knows no boundaries. This is the story of an unexpected friendship between an old firewood gatherer and an injured lion. The Old Woman and the Lion. In a remote village, an old woman lived alone, relying on gathering firewood from the forest to survive. Every day she walked deep into the woods, carrying her woven basket on her back. Despite her frail body, she never gave up, determined to collect enough wood before sunset. One day, as she was collecting wood, she heard a low growl. Hidden among the bushes, she saw a magnificent lion lying on the ground, one of its legs wounded and bleeding. Fear gripped her heart, but as she looked into the lion's eyes, she saw not anger, but pain. Carefully, she stepped closer. Poor creature, you are hurt. She knew it was dangerous, but her compassion was greater than her fear. With great effort, the old woman brought the lion to her small hut. She treated its wounds with herbal medicine and wrapped them in cloth. Days passed, and the lion slowly regained its strength. It began to trust her, staying by her side instead of returning to the wild. A bond had formed between them, one that neither of them expected. From then on, the lion followed the old woman wherever she went. It walked beside her as she gathered firewood, guarding her from any danger. The once feared beast had become her protector, her friend. The villagers, who once feared the lion, watched in amazement. How could a wild beast form such a deep connection with a human? One winter, the old woman fell ill. She was too weak to go to the forest, and without firewood, she had no warmth. She lay in bed, shivering, unable to even sit up. The lion, sensing her distress, stood by her side, its eyes filled with concern. Then, as if understanding what needed to be done, it left the hut and disappeared into the forest. Hours later, the lion returned, carrying a bundle of firewood in its powerful jaws. It dropped the wood near the fireplace and nudged the old woman gently. Tears welled in her eyes as she saw what her loyal friend had done. She gathered her remaining strength and lit the fire, warmth filling the room once more. She reached out and stroked the lion's mane. "Thank you, my dear friend." From that day on, their bond only grew stronger. The lion never left her side, and in return, she gave it the love and care it had never known. They sat together every evening, watching the sunset, two unlikely souls bound by kindness and trust. Because sometimes the greatest friendships come from the most unexpected places. True kindness has no boundaries. When we give without expecting anything in return, we receive more than we could ever imagine. Even the fiercest of creatures can understand love, and in the end, compassion always finds its way back to us.